Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
This is what I tell them. Look, I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. We truly excited about this one. And I'm just going to warn you, it's going to be some juice. It's going to be action-packed with nuggets. So I'm just giving you the warning right now. But we have Coach JC on with us. Man, truly grateful to have him on. So first, Coach, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
My man, let's go. My man, Chip, I'm super stoked to be here. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Look forward to serving your audience and your viewers. And just thank you. I'm honored. I'm grateful by who you are and the man that you are and what you're doing in life. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, let's dive into it. Off air, we talked a little bit about your journey, your story, but if you don't mind, sharing some of that with the audience so they have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah, so I'll take you back really quick. I was born and raised in the great state of New Jersey. My dad walked out on me and my family when I was about 8 years old. And so I was raised by a single mom. It was me, my mom, and my sister. My sister was about 18 months older than me. And Chip, man, we were raised on great morals. My mom did a phenomenal job. She worked really hard, but we saw a lot of suffering. We saw a lot of pain in our own lives, but also in the lives of people we were around. And so we lacked a lot from a monetary perspective. And I'll never forget, for us and our family, Chip, like we didn't go to the grocery store to shop during the week for groceries. We went to local food pantries, right? And so we moved a lot. We lived in local shelters. And so I'll never forget this defining moment, Chip, when I was just around 8 years old and my dad left and we were living in a shelter. If you're listening right now or you're watching and you're not familiar with the shelter, it's basically group housing where multiple families live in a house. And so I remember at 8 years old, Chip, I was on the top of a bunk bed. I was looking down at my sister on the lower bunk bed and I started weeping and crying and asking why. Why us? Why my family? Why did my dad have to leave? Why can't I have the Michael Jordan sneakers like everybody else? And I didn't know what it was at 8 years old, Chip, but I felt this thing on the inside of me. And it was compassion and empathy. And it was also a hatred. I hated to see the pain and suffering we were going through. I hated to see the pain and suffering that was around us. And I had just a heart of compassion, empathy to help people win. I didn't know what it meant at 8 years old, but I remember making a decision. I was like, my dad left. I'm going to be the man of this household. I've got to take this responsibility on and I've got to rescue my mom and my sister from this poverty-stricken life. And so my idea of how that was going to happen was I had to go make a lot of money. Right. And so I was going to do one of two things, Chip, white boy growing up in Jersey. I was going to become, first off, I wanted to be a rapper. Right. Back in the day, it was Vanilla Ice, Ice, Ice Baby. And so the rap career didn't work out real well for me. But if I wasn't going to be a rapper to go make a lot of money and rescue my family, I was going to be a pro athlete. And so, Chip, I became really good at basketball, used basketball to keep me out of trouble. And one thing led to another. It took me out to Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1999 with an opportunity to play basketball at a university called Oral Roberts University, ORU. At ORU, freshman year, there was one decision that radically changed my life. There was a cute girl on campus. All the athletes were chasing her, Chip. And guess who won? This guy, Coach JC. And make a long story short, she got pregnant. Yeah, it was a victory, I thought, but she got pregnant. And so she got pregnant freshman year. I'm 19 years old. That was frowned upon. They said, hurry up and get married. We got married. We were divorced within 8 months. And it took me to this dark place. I ended up, not by my desire and will, but I ended up in a custody battle, fighting to see my daughter to be a dad. I ended up, and that fight took me to over $400,000 in debt, depressed, oppressed, and suicidal. And I said that today, Chip, because I know there's people listening and watching. As men, especially, but human beings in general, we all have a story, right? We all create a story of what we believe life's going to look like, right? I'm going to live in this house. I'm going to make this money. I'm going to do this for a career. I'm going to be married to that person. And what happens when your story doesn't end up exactly how you thought it should end up? And so it took me to a very dark place. But that most painful moment I didn't know it at the time. I didn't see it at the time. I couldn't make it sense at the time. I couldn't understand it. But that most painful moment became my purpose. And today I'm on this podcast because the mess became my message. That trial became my testimony. And I'm a walking testimony today that all things are possible to those who believe. I did some strategic things at that moment, was able to get out of that mess, went on to get full custody of my daughter, became the youngest strength coach in the nation, talk about story of restoration, training some of the top athletes, went on to write 6 books, speak on some of the largest stages, and now coach other people on how to win in life. I don't say that to impress anybody on here, but I say that to say God is no respecter of person. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. And so I'm just blessed and I'm honored. And that's the Coach TSC you see in front of you today. I created this guy, and I'm here today to bless you and bless your audience however I can, brother.
Ooh, so good. Hey, I warned him. I warned him.
We're just getting started, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, next, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Yeah, you know, like I'm proud, I would say, of being able to overcome that. Right. I think that's number one is like, there's too many people, I think right now, in life, Chip, that are just losing. Right. As human beings, every single day, men especially, we are in a battle. And I think a lot of people, they go through a situation, a circumstance, and all of a sudden now it steals from them and it pulls them from their passion, from their purpose. They're lacking drive. They never get to experience the abundant life that God talks about in the Bible. So I'm proud that I was able to overcome that. And now today be able to use that story, right, to now be able to bless and help other people overcome. I'm super proud of that. I'm super proud of the fact that I was able to be a dad. And I don't say proud, but just blessed. I feel honored that I was blessed, and I'm proud to be given a second chance. I feel blessed and honored that I was able to, now take that and be inspired by God on how to take what I went through and create a formula and a playbook to now help other people, live a purpose-driven life, a passion-filled life, and win. And so I'm just honored and proud that I get to be on your show today as well, brother.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
That's a great question. And, I talk about winning a lot. And I think you could put winning and success, together, or we can talk about greatness, right? And so for me, winning, success, it's all relative to the individual, right? I like to lay my head on the pillow at night and ask myself a very powerful question. Did I win or lose today? And I'm not talking about winning or losing in a game. I'm talking about, did I win? Did I maximize my God-given talents and abilities? Did I show up today and walk out my calling? And so I live by, some biblical principles. That was one of the things I did that changed my life, Chip. Enrolled in a Bible school, got a hold of the Bible and understood that there's a lot of people reading the Bible, but they're not implementing it. And if we take the Bible and understand that it's spoken words of God, that it's promises and its principles, it's the greatest personal development book in the world. So for me, success and winning comes down to a few things, Chip. And I think it's not being one-dimensional, number one. It's all relative to the person listening or watching. But to me, it's not being one-dimensional. I think there's a lot of people in life that they have a good relationship, but they can't make any money and they're broke. There's a lot of people that you hear it all the time. I'm making all the money in the world, but I'm unfulfilled, right? I have 6-pack abs, but I can't make any money. Or I have all the money in the world to help your relationship, but I don't have my health. And so what if winning was for you to be able to look in the mirror and be able to admire the person that you see when you look in the mirror? What if winning was to live a life of success? We're talking about success today, with true fulfillment. What if success and true fulfillment was to win in your relationships, to have the marriage, to have the love and the connection? What if it was to win in business and a career? What if it was to win and show up every single day with a purpose? What if it was to be able to create next level energy and passion and win in your health and your body? What if it was to have a deeper relationship and faith in God and also in who you were created to be? I believe that you were born to live an abundant life. And so winning for me is having it all. It's being able to do what I love to do, to live a life of passion, right, with purpose, to win in my health, my relationships, to be able to go and use my calling and my purpose to be able to impact the world, right? The greatest 2 commandments are, number 1, love the Lord the God with all your heart and love people. And so ultimately winning for me is for Coach JC to look in the mirror and know that I'm maximizing my God-given talents and abilities every single day. I'm walking out my purpose. I'm on a mission to ultimately change lives. And here's what winning is in the simplest form. As I win, as I have success in what God called me to do, it's bringing other people along with me. You live to give. What good is it if you go and are successful, right? And you don't bring people with you. And that's my definition of greatness. It's my definition of winning. It's my definition of success is for you to go and maximize your God-given talents, for you to be the winner you were called to be your best so you can give your best and to bring other people along with you. That's what greatness is. That's what winning is. And that's what success is to me, Chip.
Man, one word. Boom.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
All day.
Man, I love it. You live to give. Oh, man, so good. So good. Well, in closing, I just want to give you an opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you, check you out, and show you some love with all the great things you got going on, Coach.
Yeah, so my website's coachjc.com. Right. You can go there. You could also follow me on Instagram, Facebook. It's Coach JC or the Coach JC on Instagram. And, hit me up there. If I can do anything for you, let me know. Again, I build winners and winners for life. So that if that's what you need help with doing, I'll serve anybody and anyone that's a part of your show and a part of your mission and what you're doing, Chip. So coachjc.com or Instagram is probably the two best places.
Awesome. Well, again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles and give us those amazing nuggets. And I wish you continued success.
Much love, brother. Go win and win all day. Thanks, Chip.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.